So the question is, who are your ancestors? Okay, hello, beloved. I'm grateful for your time. Thank you for joining me. This will be your message from the divine. This will be your message from the divine. To those keen or interested, I do offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. Without further ado, let us tap into this energy. Let us tap into this reading. Let us tap into this message here. So I'm channeling the energy of a specific throne, okay, or seat or position based on anointing, okay, being of high honor or spiritual rank, okay, some form of official person energy, a privileged lady spiritually in the ethers, or a privileged man spiritually in the ethers. Somebody has a lot of abundance linked to their identity spiritually. So whatever is of the physical, that's temporary because you leave it behind. So we all know that that's basic information. So it's not about material harvest of physical, it's about material harvest of spiritual. This is the energy here, okay? I just channeled the words. You're not an object. You're not a property. You're not a concept, a trend. You're not an idea. You could be to another person when they look up to you, or motivated or inspired. But in actual, reality, you are more than just what you are living. You are more than just what you feel right now, think right now, or what you can do right now. You're more than what was of your past. Okay, you're more than what is to come. There's plenty, there's abundance in your identity, okay? So, simply put, whatever is linked or tied, or whatever you are in bondage with spiritually, it's tied to DNA more than anything. It's like certain people are bestowed with something, like they're given from those that came before them, right? This could be a gift, a talent, a skill, a trait, character trait. Like an example, an analogy, a reference point, a case study. Take somebody that is in a leadership position, or somebody that is in a loved position, like they're so loved, or they lead, or they really can dress well, or they're, drawn to skills that require certain understanding. Those are people that we all are. There's something to you that's great. Only you can do it, or you can do it a specific way. There's something to you that's really different, unique, rare. Okay, there's something to you that is linked or bound or in bondage, to your identity because of ancestry lineage. It's bestowed upon you, it's placed there. So it's not something you accumulated over time, or you went somewhere to get it. It was already there in your bloodline. Like it was there before you. And you were just in a position to receive it because that's your anointing. That's your high honor, That's your official person energy. That's you. And somebody else has their things too. And that's just life. And we all just need to respect each other's identity. Everybody's their own person. Like you are this way, that person is that way, and that's the difference that makes people live different realities. That's beautiful. Like, do you want to be the same person? Imagine being the same person living the same life. Like, we'd all be insane. So we have the King of Wands in the reverse here. So with this King of Wands in the reverse, something can't be taken, right? Or undone, or rather something remains what it is, like a staple. You know, something is established, or it's a foundation, it's a structure, it's a system. Whatever position of high honor, official person energy this is, or whatever crown you carry or throne you are on, it's your spiritual rank, and no one can do anything about it. Even if somebody does try or attempt, they risk their own life, or they're risking whatever identity they have, because then it'll backfire. And when it does, whatever adverse effect it carries, they'll find themselves in the same position they wanted for you. So you want me to go through this, you go through that, because you don't know what I'm destined to go through anyway. Someone's fate's destiny and purpose is sacred to who they meant to be. And anyone trying to tamper with that, they're trying to ruin what is already designed to be a specific way. Someone's story is narrated only by the creator of all things. And if you want to be a doppelganger, a copycat, a mimic, a clone of the creator of all things by trying to take someone's high honor position or high spiritual rank position or official person energy, that's your funeral. That's your corpse, that's your hearse, or that's your burden to carry, that's your cross to bear. Because that person's still going to be who they are regardless. And you're going to have to live with it and see it. So beloved, this is to say that, you know, whatever you are of, it's designed to be that way. It's just like the grand design of life. We all know the moon exists. Whether you are homeless, or whether you are rich, or whether you have an apartment, a condo, a penthouse, and a hotel, whether you do your dishes, whether you're lazy to get out of bed because you don't want to go to work, you hate your boss, whatever you live in, we all know that the sun exists. We all live it. The sky is blue whether you're in a Corolla or Maybach. We swallow, all of us swallow. Whether you are in a position of power and I'm merely just your employee. So, I'm equal to discuss the energy of, or the concept of, or the ideology of, or the philosophy of, you know, take it out, resonate, time, right? So the same ancestors that were here before you worked on the same plane. Whether their moon was red, or, you know, whether they used to live in caves, or they used to be slaves, or whether they were, you know, going through what you're going through back then in the medieval times, in the ancient times, BC, whatever. It existed before what is of now. And the human race evolution took course and things became what they are currently. But the most recent energy, you know, is like your father, your mother, your grandmother, your, you know, those that, you know, whether you are a father, you are a mother, you are a grandfather, you know, take it out applies. We know what we are of in this generation, but centuries ago, there's a different humanity that existed. What were problems of now, or what are problems of now, were not problems of then. Right now, we're facing problem with pornographic material because everyone wants their body to be tamed, or they want their body to look a specific way, which there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't throw it in someone's face like they care. But nonetheless, though, like I said, you know, there's things of life that once, you know, back then, maybe there was statutory rape a lot, R-A-P-E, you know, a lot back then. Kids were molested a lot, you know, things of life. Now there's human trafficking. You know, like it accumulates. Not to say there's all bad things. Maybe back then, you know, us ethereal fairies, you know, us cosmic galactic human beings, you know, lived a specific way. Now, maybe we have to live in secret with our identity and be cloaked and protect ourselves in that way. Even though back then it was known that this one is a high priestess, it was known that this one is a prophet, it was known that they're a psychic medium, it was known that they're this and that. Maybe now there needs to be a cloak because of whatever humanity has become of this lifetime. So this is to say that, you know, whatever your ancestors or based on ancestry lineage or bloodline, whatever it was back then, you're carrying it on, but you're on the same plane they were on. So their energy exists because you are of existence. You brought it to life. It's simple. If you give life, that person that is alive, you are the reason of their breath of life. They're alive because of you. Whether they grow up hating it, loving it, whether there's problems, they're here all the time, you still are the reason of that life or lifeline because you gave them that. It's same with, you know, those that came before us. You can resurrect them. They can show up. Whether they show up in your mind's eye, third eye, crown chakra, whether they're in your heart, in your feelings, thoughts, whether they're in your physical realm. Some of us be seeing our ancestors and you know it. You know it. But like, you're the reason. You are them. They're alive and well because of you. So because of that truth that no one can take away from you, you need to know who they are. So if I'm talking to, the concept of time is significant, okay? We have the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. So pace or speed or frequency or wavelength or vibration of pace and speed. Length of time, okay? You know, how long, when. So I'm seeing here that the ancestors that you work with time energy. So they can enter realms or energies back then. So if maybe there was an energy you were in when you were 17, they can bring it back and put it on you when you need it. Maybe you need that energy because of how it made you feel, and you need that feeling to carry on a specific lifestyle, and they want you to live it for your own good. You need to be this healthy. We don't want you to suffer from this. So we'll resurrect that energy from then because you need it now. We'll go back then and remind you, we'll bring back that memory and the time that you require it to be put in your mind. We'll bring back that situation, you know, we'll bring back that for your highest good, whether it's to shape you, mold you, whether it's to enable you to be a specific way. But that's the energy here. So they're travelers of time. It's like, let me take you there. You want to go there? You want to go to a point of your life of feeling loved because currently you're facing a situation that's making you feel unloved? Let me bring back your self-love from a time where whatever situation this was, you know, before it happened. Or you don't have this right now. Let me remind you when you had plenty, so that you understand that you'll have plenty. This is just what you're living right now. Or you need this, but you don't have what you require to attain what you need. Let me remind you that there's someone homeless, you know. Let me remind you that, you know, someone doesn't have something, and they'll put you in a predicament, a circumstance, a scenario, a situation of experiencing something from the outside, looking at another person's life, that will put you in a state of gratitude. Like, okay, I might not have what I need, but at least I have more than the next person, and look at them, they're not well, and I should be grateful that at least I'm well, even if I need this right now. It's a science. It's more like they're scientists of time. So they work with time. So you're being called to tap in, you know, to your roots. Tap into your roots, figure it out by way of what you see in yourself, what you live, what you experience, okay? There's something you need to see in yourself, okay? But just know that you're not alone. Like, you're being given or bestowed upon something you really need, which is information, and you need to further seek it, and it'll find you. Like, fall in love with time, the concept, the ideology, the philosophy, the breakdown, you know, the debunking, you know, of time. I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining me. This was your message from the divine. This was your message from the divine. To those keen or interested, I offer personal readings, and if you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. See you soon, beloved. Goodbye.